Things they told us about our health that turned out to be just for money. This one's good. Medication. Fun history lesson. Up until the early 1900s, people were free to practice medicine however they wanted. Some people used plants, some people used the sun, some people used electricity. Whatever the method, the goal was all the same. Find what's causing the illness and attack it. Then came modern medication, funded by none other than John Rockefeller, the oil tycoon. Coincidentally, at this time, we also just learned how to make medication from petroleum, oil. The coincidences don't stop there. As soon as we learned how to make medications from oil, Rockefeller all of a sudden became very interested in medicine. Crazy timing. He deemed our medical system didn't have enough regulation and we weren't following science. Rockefeller selflessly takes it upon himself to improve the American medical education. Insert Abraham Flexner, the school teacher. Rockefeller and Flexner come up with what they deem is the proper medical education. Shockingly enough, this new medical education system discredited everything we had been practicing before, from homeopathic to holistic medicine, and stated that the only true science-backed medical education that should be allowed is petroleum-based prescription medication. Flexner spent the next several years visiting every medical institution in the country, offering huge cash grants paid for by the Rockefellers to practice this new way of medicine. But wait, there's more. They continued by forcefully shutting down every institution that did not adopt this new way of medicine. All of a sudden, by the 1930s, it became completely illegal to practice medicine unless you had a degree from one of these accredited universities. Unless you've got a license from one of the institutions that we created, you can't practice medicine. The existing medical professionals that spoke out against this and warned about the dangers of this medicine, assassinated, sent to jail, or drastically sued. Still to this day, 99% of all medication that we write comes from petroleum-based product. And the medical education that we teach is the same foundation that was imposed 100 years ago. It makes you wonder, how is it that the country that's writing more of these science-backed prescriptions than any other country on the planet consistently ranks among the lowest in quality of health of all major countries? But who am I to say? I'm not a doctor.
Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect, and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom, Lord willing. This video's edifying is going to be centered around the video that this guy was going into, pretty much how these devils created an entire industry, okay, based off of a monopoly that they had off a certain product, which was oil, petroleum, right? And in most ways in the society, petroleum is like the base of most things, right? Plastic, rubber, as he was saying, medicines, right? We use petroleum in a lot of different things that we have in this society today. But that's all because this devil formulated a plan to have it that way. And he made it impossible to orchestrate anything outside of what he created this system to be, right? Which is he make all the rules and him being the one to benefit the most, regardless of your health, regardless of the things it might affect, right? He made it to where his system thrives, okay, through shady business practices, manipulation, briberies, right? He was able to build up and achieve all these great things, all right? But it doesn't matter about the effects it has as long as he gets a profit, okay? Because as, this guy was going into before, there were many ways people used to heal, right? And things like education and health were more private back in the day, unlike today where it's public, right? But it's for a reason. Somebody is benefiting from this. Okay, he's not doing it for everybody to be healthy or everybody to be educated. Okay, even the scriptures say if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. He's doing it because there is a greater overall scheme. All right. This is Proverbs 24:8. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person, right? And he is the scammer, the schemer. Okay, he schemed and scammed his way all the way up until the top. All right. And his society is built off of it. Okay, he's deceived his way into his position he's in now. Okay, but his deception is being broken, via the internet, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's been exposed, okay, because he was built upon lies. And these lies are being brought to light. And there's nothing he can do about it, okay, because you got videos like this that are coming out exposing everything that he got going on, all right? And if you can't see it now, then you never will. Right? This is Psalms 10:7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud under his tongue is mischief and vanity. See? So his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. It's just lies. He's a liar by nature. Scripture say, as soon as they be born, they speak lies. And he's selling you this, snake oil under the guise that it makes you healthier. But really, he puts petrochemicals in it and addictive properties to have you addicted to these drugs. Okay. And they never fix anything. Okay. They just alleviate the symptoms while whatever the problem is that's underlying it, that's, bothering you, continues to grow. Right. And simultaneously, something else is being wrecked within you, because whatever drug he is giving you is fucking up your liver, fucking up your blood, right? Or it may have, an operating system in it, may have some poisonous properties, okay? Because he's turned health into an industry to where now he can make money off of your misfortune. So if that is the case, where's the incentive? The incentive would be to make as much money as possible. And we know this is the spirit of Esau Edom anyway. We know this is his MO. This is how he likes to rock, right? This is Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have made, right? He is more subtle, right? He comes crafty. He comes very, very sly to where you almost don't even see it coming, right? Almost don't even see it, okay? Because if you, bring this up with the typical everyday person, they would vouch for him. Well, look at all the positive things that it's done. It's made healthcare more available, and people back in the day were dying at age 40, all these lies in which he's spewing, right? Here it is. He'll tell you something like that. But, you check the death records over the years. Millions have died by famines and pestilences. Millions have died by wars, right? But then he'll sit back and tell you that everything is better now. Why? Because he's in charge. Okay? But the Lord made him that way, right? Crafty, sneaky, okay? Wicked, ultimately, The scriptures call him the wicked. And the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy, right? Because, he wasn't designed, he wasn't made to do good, he was made to do evil. So anything he comes at you with that has the look of good is not truly good, right? There is a catch-22. Okay, this is just the way he operates, right? And this is just, more proof, okay? More evidence against him, all right? Because ultimately the Lord is watching, all right? He think he can get away with it, okay? Because people at this point now have become, they have become complicit in it. They have become, they give their consent by it, right? Because they've been so far removed from, things of the past that they depend on it. All right. A lot of people wouldn't know what to do if they didn't have these different systems in place. But that's the way he designed it. This is Micah 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? So they're practicing these things, all because they have the ability to do it. I mean, at the time that, this was happening, the people who invested into this, right? The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, these different elites, they were already incredibly wealthy. They had more money and more power than one could imagine, but that wasn't enough. They needed more, okay? Because this devil is greedy, He could never have enough, all right? And you can see it. I mean, to come up with something so nefarious is just, you ask yourself, like, why? Right? But the answer is because, the Lord put it on his spirit to be this way. The Lord say he had to deliver us, right? So it has to be something to deliver us from. And this, where he's delivering us from is a madman, This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them, right? They were so wicked that they can't see it. And that's the same with Esau. He's so wicked, so evil, so crooked that he can't see straight, literally. All right. And he doesn't think that there is going to be a price to pay for what he has done and what he's continuing to do. Okay. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. Right. So what he didn't account for is the Lord redeeming his chosen. Okay. The return of Yahushua. Okay. Him being overthrown in this kingdom. Okay. That's what he didn't account for. A price being that debt that he ran up, him having to pay it back. That's what he didn't account for. But the Lord definitely, is keeping tabs on every single thing in which this devil, has done and is continuing to do. So with that, we give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bashem El Shai, Bashem Bakakudash, Wa Ba Ba, and DTA, DTM.